right, it is 6:30 in the morning. I couldn't sleep very well, so I was like, hey, let's go work in the garden. Well, it's not blistering hot, but it's not. It's actually about 42 degrees right now, so I have a jacket on because it's a little bit chilly. That's why I've been rolling down the sides of the greenhouse every night, but still, it gets pretty chilly in here. But yeah, I am going to pick all of my beets today. They're probably overdone. Some of them are probably really big. I've just been so busy. Well, that's why I'm out here so early also, is by the time I get done and the kids wake up, I'm going to do school, and then we have karate, and we have a birthday party tomorrow. And so yeah, it's just always busy. But yeah, so just gonna pick my beets. Alright, I still have quite a few to pick. Just got to pull my wagon over here. But I wanted to show you some things. So, you know, obviously some of them are just giant, which you can't tell. So that one's really small and the other one's pretty big. Oh, this is the one I saw. It's like way too big. I hope it still is good, but I mean, compared to my little hand, that thing is like giant. I can't even wrap my hand around it. But yeah, you know, I feel like that's about average size. Just a nice little one. But yep, there's a few giant ones here. I mean, I have a ton. So it's interesting. Some of them are, you know, just barely even growing anything. So I left a few of them in the ground. But now that the big ones are out, they'll probably get more sunlight. I don't think water's a problem. The dirt seems wet enough. But yeah, so I left these few in the ground. Those ones. And see, this one, I want to try to keep the seeds. That's the same with this one right here. I want to try to keep the seeds. But the beet down there is pretty big, but I think I'm just going to leave it because I noticed last year when I picked radishes and turnips that had already gone to seed, they were really hard on the inside anyways, so that might be the case with that too. But, I mean, maybe after it dries and goes to seed, I don't know. But yeah, there's quite a few smaller ones here, and I also am wondering if these flowers are kind of getting too big around it. I'm not sure if I should pick flowers to let those beets grow some more. But I still have 2 more rows. See, that one's actually really small, but then this one next to it is pretty big. Yeah. There we go. See? Oh, look, took a little one with it. But yeah, I don't know. It's just hard to hold the camera while I'm picking. But yeah, this is a big one. Oh, decent size. You know, it's funny, some of them, when they're poking out of the top, you're like, yeah, that's going to be giant. And it's not. Which, you don't really want them all to be giant, but sometimes I think they're going to be bigger than they are. I'll probably pick that one. See, maybe that one. Sometimes you can't see how big they are at all. But yeah, I'll probably leave that one. Leave that one. But I should, oh, there's some big ones back here. Oh yeah. See, that's pretty big. I'm glad I wore a jacket though, because everything's still kind of wet out here from being watered last night, and my hands are actually a bit chilly. Can't believe it's only 42 degrees this morning, and it's August. What's today, the 12th? That's a small one. Okay, so those pretty small. Those ones, even if they kind of look medium-sized to smaller, I'm picking them because I want to have them ready to bottle them, and then the rest I can just eat because I like to eat them too. Whoa, oh my gosh. See, now that one's way too big. I could have won something at the fair for some prized winning beet, but then I wouldn't have wanted to waste it. I always see people's vegetables sitting up there at the fair, and I'm like, wait, you could eat that. Okay, that's pretty small. That one's small. I might let these ones go. Some of them I need to cover back up with a little dirt probably. Okay, well, I feel like that is it. I think I had 8 rows of beets. And yeah, well, and I've also started planting beets in the garden when I had empty spaces because I just love them that much. So there's more growing over here in between the peppers. Well, these rows were empty, and then so I planted the beets, but that's when I got the free pepper plants from the store. You can't turn down free, so I planted them. So now there's just random pepper plants, and then more beets growing along in between. Some of them did not do well, but then some of them just kind of perked back up. And the peppers obviously seem to like that I close the sides at night. They like it hot. But yeah, all right, well, that's about it this morning. I need to go warm up my hands. I'm gonna cut all the greens off the tops of the beets. I have eaten the greens before. My mom actually just made some when she was here, and she put vinegar in them, like in the bowl after she cooked it, and it was actually pretty good. I don't know, it's just not my favorite. So I just give the greens to my chickens, so they will enjoy all these greens also. So I will not be canning these today probably. I will probably just cut the tops off and wash them, put them in the fridge, hopefully get to it in the next couple days. But I would say that is a lot of beets. And I've cleared some space for hopefully the smaller beets to grow. Okay, well, sun's not even up over the mountain yet. It's been a cold morning. Okay, bye. Here we go. I'm ready to can my beets. Step 1, cut tops and tails off. Pretty easy. Okay, I got all the tops and tails cut off, and I started them in pots of water to boil. So, you know, I said step 1, cut off tops and tails. I mean, mine were already washed. I didn't think I had to say wash them first before you boil them. It doesn't matter if you cut off the tops and tails and then wash them or wash them before. I had mine washed because I had them sitting in the fridge for, I don't know, a few days to almost a week because I couldn't get to them. So mine were already washed, but yeah, just make sure they're washed before they go in the pans to be boiled. And I don't have a set time. I think depending on what the pan is made out of makes a difference on how much time. Obviously the size of the beet, just how much it starts to boil. But I just poke them with a fork every once in a while. The smaller ones will be done first, and then just take them out as you can like put a fork in it. And yeah, so that's about it for now. I'm going to put the lids back on, let them come to a boil. And in the meantime, because it can take up to a half an hour or more, I'm going to just clean up my other pots and pans and knives and things while it's cooking. Okay, so that's the next step. Okay, I just want to do a little update of where I'm at. So these beets are done, so it's empty, but you save the beet juice because you will need it later with part of the brine. So I will tell you what's in the brine in just a minute. And then these ones are still boiling. They will boil better when I get the lid back on. But so these ones are smaller, so they shouldn't be much longer, and I can start working on them. So the other ones that I got all the skin off of them and sliced them on this, and they're in the jars. So peel the skin off. They're really hot. Oh, I did notice that what helps to be able to touch the hot beet is just peeling the skin off under cold water, or, you know, just not hot water. So yeah, it helps peel off the skin, and it makes it so you can touch it. And then I just slice it into the jars. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. This is what's in the brine. I did 2 cups of beet juice, 2 cups of white sugar, 1 tablespoon of pickling salt, and 4 cups of white vinegar. So that's what's boiling on the stove, and when that's done, you just start pouring it into the jars. So I've got a 3-year-old that really needs me right now, so I'm going to finish the rest of my beets, and I will be back. Okay, I recruited some help. Got Autumn here. She's peeling the beets and putting them here. Good job. We got Summer here, slicing the beets, putting them in jars, making things go by a lot faster. These are my first 6 quarts with juice in them, ready to be water bath. And I still have some more brine here that hopefully will not overflow this time because I can watch it. And there's a lot of beet juice left. Last year I cut up onions and put them in a jar and then put beet juice over the onions, and it was delicious. But I don't really have onions this year, so it's okay. Okay, I finally have everything done in the jars. Now I just have to water bath, and so this one's going. And water bath, well, I water bath for 30 minutes. So I guess look up where you're at. All right, this is what I made yesterday. 9 quarts and 6 pints. And I made 2 little jars of onions with the leftover beet juice. I mean a quart, and then that one looks like a half pint. So yeah, I didn't want to waste the beet juice, and so I put some onions in it. Just some that I had in the pantry, not from my garden or anything, but yeah, there you have it. All done, ready to be put away.